everyone! How are you? I hope you're having a lovely day. I am Kate in Fantasyland, and this is the Bookworm Challenge, where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. And hi Meho, I hope you're having a lovely day. Today is a very important day. First of all, I have to finish with this Archon quest. I don't know if I can, but I have to. First of all, because it's super interesting and I want to know what's going on. Like, why is it so complicated? Oh my, hi Vance, I hope you're having a lovely day. What is the reason behind... What exactly is the reason behind, what's happening in the theater? And is Mitya really gone? Oh my, there will be so many spoilers if you haven't played through this quest already. But the second thing is, there is an event. There is also Stygian Onslaught to begin with, but there is this event from which there are 4 days, and I have not touched it. And you know that on the Bookworm Challenge, it takes a lot of time. Oh my, hi Royalty, I hope you're having a lovely day. And because it takes a lot of time, I have to start with that event tomorrow. And, even without the Bookworm Challenge, I have to do it on my main account later, so things have to get done today. So, let's go. We stopped pretty much after Mitya left last time, and I haven't talked with anyone as far as I remember, so let's see what everyone thinks about this. Also, why is this?
What's on your mind, Odette? You haven't said a word.
Today's the day. It will be a great one today. I believe so. This quest has surprised me in so many ways, and I really have to do it, and I really want to do it, so I'm very excited.
I was thinking about Mitya. If he'd been unwilling to sacrifice himself by walking out into the snowstorm, that would have made more sense to me. After all, it seems like the dead don't perceive things any differently from the living. Mitya doesn't even remember dying.
I still can't accept this. On so many levels.
So, to hear the news that you're apparently dead, and simply choose to walk out that door without a second thought, I can't imagine all the things that must have been going through his head. But when Mitya left, his expression revealed absolutely nothing. Perhaps he is even better at disguising himself than I am.
He did pretend pretty well that he didn't notice anything when, the whole plan with Vodyanica happened and the Traveler and Alosha were listening in. But even so... he can't be gone. I refuse to accept this on many levels.
Poor Mr. Mitya. I didn't even get to see him one last time.
Maybe it's a good thing that you weren't there to see it. It was a hard thing to watch.
I hate goodbyes. Why does it feel like everyone around me is slowly disappearing? Not just in here, I mean. In the outside world, too.
What does she mean?
Maybe it's the realization that, at the end of life, everyone has to face it alone. Come to think of it, the main reason we're still alive right now is pure luck. Each morning here, for every one of us, there's the chance that we might not wake up.
Is it pure luck? Why does the Traveler get those dreams, and then the ones that get swallowed by the mist, are gone from the real world as well?
You could take it a step further and say that the same is true outside too. Who can never be 100% sure when they drift off to sleep that they'll open their eyes again in the morning? If I make it out of here, I'm going to cherish every moment that I'm awake and live without any regrets.
this a good way to live, but can we even get out of here?
Without regrets? I feel like a strange sense of anxiety has been quietly growing inside me over the last 2 days.
And it's very strange to me that the traveler doesn't remember those dreams. Every single time, the most she gets is like a small sense that she has seen this or heard of it.
Are you okay? You look really glum.
If something's bugging you, let's talk about it. There's only a few of us left here now. After everything we've been through, what's the point in keeping things bottled up?
I have a travel companion named Paimon. Alosha and Odette have met her before. She's been feeling unwell recently.
And the fact that all of this is happening while Paimon is gone from us, it's a whole other... I don't know how they decided to make this quest, but I'm really impressed.
You're worried about her, aren't you? That makes sense. We've been trapped in here for days.
To be honest, I used to feel like I was just a spectator in this world, watching everything that happens from the sidelines. Maybe it's because I'm a descender?
That is very weird for me to hear from the traveler. I remember very well that quest in Simulanka where the traveler was just the witness, okay? I remember it very well because I think about it all the time. However, aside from small instances, I've never seen the traveler as just a spectator in this world. She is so involved in events. She cares about the people here and everything that is happening. And she is ready to put herself at risk in order to save others. The only time that is, she wanted to just be a spectator and do her thing that I remember very well is actually in Inazuma, where they have to, like Ayaka had to show her how bad things are in order for her to care. At first she was like, okay, I want to see the Raiden Shogun. Get me to her, that's the only thing I care about. But other than that, I don't see it.
Descender?
Also, why is she saying Descender in front of everybody?
But with Paimon by my side, over time, I slowly felt my connection to this world growing stronger. She loves eating, sleeping, and having fun, but she's also a great guide. It's her authenticity that makes this whole world feel more real for me. Over the last few days that we've been apart, I've often caught myself wondering, what would Paimon say if she were here right now?
Oh, she would have so many funny things that will make the whole situation much sillier. Just like that.
But by the time I snap out of it, the conversation has already moved on and I'm still in my own little world. I'm trying to overcome this sense of detachment, but I really miss Paimon. I guess, in a way, she means the whole world to me.
This is also very interesting. Paimon and not her sibling. I really feel like we might be going to, a situation at the end where either Paimon or the Abyssal sibling, one of them will have to be like a sacrifice. Will have to give in order to save everyone and everything else. And if they ever made it into a choice for the players, even like a pretend choice, I think it will kill me.
I bet she misses you when you're not there as well. Maybe you're her entire world too.
I don't know if this will make you feel any better, but back when the water imps left Snezhnograd in droves, I also felt like the whole world was suddenly empty. I could be surrounded by people all smiling and having fun, and still feel completely separate from it. So, I totally understand how you feel.
Don't say that, but I've been thinking about this a lot, Meho. I have to share.
Later on, I started to think, maybe accepting the fact that our loved ones won't always be with us is something that takes a lifetime.
Like when you hear this, doesn't it sound exactly like this is the ending? Oh, please don't say leaks. I have not seen any leaks. I'm just theorizing out of what I know. I have completely made sure I don't look at leaks at all. Also, hi Sivam. I hope you're having a lovely day.
All we can do is cherish their companionship from moment to moment. So, once we get out of here, you better hurry back to our side as fast as you can. You can't let your story end in regret. That's the trope I hate the most.
Thank you. That's exactly what I needed to hear.
I am still really interested why they also decided to add Tonya to this quest. It's very, very interesting for me. Like, just in terms of narrative.
But Vodyanitsa, if you hate goodbyes too, why didn't you leave with your people?
That's just the choice I made. I used to regret it, but I don't anymore. Like I said before, singing is a water imp's primary mode of expression. It's how we convey our emotions. Our songs have echoed through this theater for hundreds of years, each one a story pieced together through moments of joy and sorrow. But does a story exist without someone to read it? To me, the answer is no.
See, this is the other reason I don't think that the traveler is the reader or the witness or, the spectator of this story. Because we have better options for this role. Much better than the traveler.
So I made the choice to stay. That way, there would still be someone left to sing these songs and listen to their stories. Otherwise, they could have been lost forever.
Could you teach me how to understand your people's songs sometime? I want to be able to truly hear them, like Mr. Shram.
A fan after my own heart. Thank you, Tonya. How about I sing something for you, and you tell me what you hear?
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay. They didn't say anything about the whole situation itself. Her voice is really pretty. Oh my,
I've never
Hayoka.
heard that one before. I feel like I can hear a sense of longing somehow. I wonder why that is.
I hope you have a lovely day. Vodyanitsa's voice is really beautiful. I mean, I don't understand anything about music, but it's very beautiful for me.
Color me impressed, Tonya. You're a keen listener. Most people can only tell if a song is happy or sad. I didn't think you'd be able to pick up on such specific details.
Yeah, I have to be told the specific details to understand what they want me to understand from the music.
So, what's the song about then? Come on, tell me!
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before, because it has more of a ceremonial purpose for our people. It's not meant for the stage.
You really wonder if we will get to see the place where the other water imps went? It would be so beautiful. I can already imagine it.
It means something like, "May those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night, so that we might be reunited once more."
So, it's kind of like a requiem? A call to be reunited with our loved ones in our dreams.
No wonder I could hear that sense of longing. You sing it for loved ones who have passed away. I hope it reaches them.
It's getting late, Tonya, and you're not well. We should all turn in early. I suppose there's no reason to keep watch tonight.
We will again then just go to sleep? If I were in this situation and this had happened already, 3 nights in a row? I am not letting anybody sleep. Hold on, what?
Okay, but, before I go to bed, could you sing that song a couple more times for me, Vodyanitsa?
Of course! Anything for my #1 fan.
Once I get out of here, I definitely don't plan on ever coming back.
What? I mean, I get it, but to think it after hearing what you need to sing is so rude. You can definitely stay awake for at least 1 night. Probably even more. I don't know why they're taking this risk. They should all just stay awake, have a party, and see if something happens. Their face isn't that kind of sprite. In Genshin, what they did with the face, that they used a lot of different ideas from folklore, different beings, and put them all together into the Fey umbrella, as far as I can see.
But I guess that means I'll never get to hear Vodyanitsa sing again. That's a sad thought.
There you go. She's not so rude.
Before I fall asleep, I should cherish this moment of companionship while it lasts.
You've stayed awake for almost 4 days. That's too much. I will not be responsive after the second night. And there it is again.
Where am I?
Wait, are we within the mist? And if Mitya was the second one that was dead, why are we back here?
It's so dark in here, and I feel kind of dizzy. Am I alone?
Is that Tonya?
What was that noise?
What? What?
Return, O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection.
What do you need, huh? Don't look, I looked. Why was Tonya basically evil? And why does Vodyanitsa appear but without a title? All the other playable characters, or the ones that we think will be playable, had some kind of title. Like Mr. Door for Valerie. It's whoever's coming to nerf you. Oh, well, I'm not a meta player, so that doesn't scare me.
I'm alive? What just happened?
No time for questions. Quick, over here. Turn on the switch. We need to bring back the light. All right, we're safe. The spirit just now is called Night Prayer. The light subdues her, but she'll attack without a second thought in the dark.
Night prayer. Is she a ghost?
Sort of. I know it's hard, but you can't let this place go dark, or she'll kill you again.
Wait, again? Did I really just die? She really just killed me?
Yep. Luckily, I was here to resurrect you. Otherwise, that'd have been a real bummer.
This is all a dream, right?
A bit more than a bummer, I'd say. Wait, so you have the ability to resurrect people?
Sure I do. I'm your guardian spirit after all. I specialize in soul recall. Oh, it's nice to meet you, by the way.
So it is not the real Vodenica. It is again a creation of the dream?
Thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
Alright, there's no time to waste. The black mist is already catching up. We need to avoid it at night prayer at all costs. Come on, let's go. We need to reach the next switch before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, night prayer won't be able to get to us.
Is this when the traveler becomes the sacrifice?
Sweet, sweet light! It's back! Now that's a sight for...
No, she's back.
It's night prayer. We need to move quick, but don't let her notice you.
What? Okay. I think this is the time to say that I am really not into horror games and movies and so on. Oh no, she's looking at me. She's coming. Okay. Light. I am really a scaredy cat. I know my limits. That's why I don't play horror games. This is still fine.
The next switch is... over there!
Honestly, now that I can't see her at all, it's scarier. Like, you just know she will just appear out of nowhere. She appeared out of nowhere. Okay. How do I get there? Can I use my Citlali to... Oh, I don't even have Citlali on this account. To just pump myself up a bit with a pillow and just cross there? Supposed to go there. Oh my, I was supposed to go there. I am not loving this part so much. It's not. I recently had a much scarier experience that I'll probably talk about at some point, but this is very close to what I'm not comfortable with. I'm still fine. Try getting caught. I should do it for the Bookworm challenge, right? To be able to see every option. Okay, if I see her again close to me, I will get caught. Why are there... Wait. Why are there trains here? Are we in one of those Shadow Realm things? Oh my, she's right here. Okay, I'll have to get caught.
No! Night prayer is here too!
Oh, I don't want...
This can't be the only path. Let's head up there and take a look.
I'm sorry, I got scared. Okay, I just die. If I get caught, I just die.
Spirits, fulfill your oath of protection.
Okay, can I go? Oh my, this account is mostly where Flint's doesn't survive, but I think that the Traveler doesn't have much luck today either.
The switch is just up ahead. Hurry!
Oh, I immediately thought I should go on top or around or something. No way am I getting in that train again.
It's too dark. We're not gonna make it. Come on, faster!
He's right here. Does she have Tonia's appearance?
I won't let you die like this. Not on my watch.
Even though it's not permanent, dying is definitely not a pleasant experience.
Great. You're back.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Time for you to get out of here. Quick, before the light runs out.
What about you? You're not coming with me?
I can't. I've already been used up.
What? Used up? What does that mean?
A guardian spirit's skills are finite. I can only resurrect someone so many times.
Yeah, but you should still come with me. I am not waking up finding out that Vodyanica is gone. That's just not going to happen.
I might not look any different, but my essence has been exhausted. Now, I will slowly start to fade away.
The last person she think before sleep? Who is she, the Traveler? The Traveler did think about Vodyanica this time, but the night when she thought about Odette last time, it was not the night where Odette, got sacrificed.
I can go no further. The Black Mist is where I belong. It's okay.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because it wouldn't have changed anything. That knowledge would have just burdened you. And a guardian spirit's role is to protect.
But...
Go. Now, before it's too late. I already hear night prayer approaching.
I am not waking up finding Vodyanica gone. No!
Vodyanica! How could this happen? Vodyanica!
This is impossible. No. I've refused to accept many things in this quest, but this is the one that I refuse the most. I don't know. What if this is the dream? What if everything here is a dream? This is what I'm going to believe. I don't care if it's correct at this point. Everything that has happened until now is a dream. Everyone who has died has actually woken up. That's what I believe.
Well, I guess there's no need to inspect the body.
You're beginning to grow numb to the tragic deaths that await each morning. Before long, the lament of countless water imps seems to resound around the theater, full of deep affection and sorrow for Vodyanica. Your emotions begin to respond in kind, leaving a heavy feeling in your chest. Doesn't that also mean that Misha was not the dead one? If there is another sacrifice today? Would it really be Tonya? Deceased during the night.
This wasn't supposed to happen. You lied to us, didn't you, Chuganov? You've been lying from the start.
Interesting. Why is now Odette going after Chugunov?
Take a long, hard look at yourself before you go around accusing other people. I suspected you on day one, Lelik, and now look where we are. By some strange coincidence, you've never been targeted. You just happen to have survived this long? No, you should be the prime suspect. And you, little hunter, ever so content with staying on the sidelines. Yet, you were the one who stopped us from leaving from the start! Why are you trying to keep us here?
Oh, Alosha is friends with Vodyanica, no way.
Now you're just lashing out indiscriminately. That's either a sign of anxiety or a guilty conscience. Where was all this passion and bravado before? Decided to fight until the bitter end, is that it?
Is that a threat? Fine, bring it on. You think I'm afraid to die after all this? You want to kill me? Go ahead. I'd like to see you try.
After all the trauma of the past few days, everyone's been pushed to the breaking point. Valeri and Mitya aren't here anymore. Someone else needs to step up and take charge. But first, I need to think this through. Considering everyone left, who's the most likely candidate for the deceased?
I don't know. When we were first given this option, I was absolutely sure Shram was suspicious. There were so many things that didn't make sense about him. When they revealed Mitya, I was really surprised. But I have to accept it as truth, for now at least. Although, now that it continued, maybe he was completely fine. I don't think it's Alosha. Or Odette. Why was the traveler being resurrected in that dream? She was always in that dream. Every single time. And every single time, somebody else became a sacrifice. But it can't be the traveler, right? Tonya. I think Chugunov was just very unlucky with everything. He is not a good person. He might have something good inside him very, very deep down. But I don't think he can... I don't think he's involved in this. Tonya... I never suspected her because she's Child's sister. But from the very beginning of the quest, I was wondering why is she part of this quest? I don't know. It must have something to do with the traveler being a descender not bounded by the rules of Teyvat. It could be. I'm going for it. I probably am wrong. This sounds so stupid. But me, the fourth descender, a traveler from beyond the stars.
My memories are perfectly coherent. Even after racking my brain, I can't recall any scenes of my own death.
No. What about everything that happened in Natlan, traveler? Then it has to be Tonya. It has to be. There is no other option. Try all of them? Okay. I mean, theoretically, I should have been listening to all of them.
She's been recently active as Lelek, so she's unlikely to be the deceased.
Yeah, I don't believe even for a second for Alosha or Odette.
He's arguably the first friend we made after arriving in Snezhnaya. While he works at the theater, we've also met him outside of it, so he can't be the deceased.
And the same for Chugunov. We saw him outside.
I clearly remember Mr. Chuganov from the first time I visited the theater. He made quite an impression. That was just a few days ago, so he's unlikely to be the deceased.
We also saw him at the Veche, where he voted against Project Stuja, so yeah, just as I thought. Tonya. But child, wouldn't that mean that Tonya... This... Tonya was gone? Just recently?
Of those who remain, the only person we've never met before is Tonya. There is room to doubt her true identity. People are easily misled by first impressions. Now that I think about it, Child Sister was in fact a label I imposed on her due to my own assumptions. But Mr. Chuganov vouched for Tonya's identity yesterday, with basically no other possibilities left. Could it be...
So this is not Tonya at all?
Tonya, how's Tusser been lately?
Tusser?
It's not her. It's not her. But she replied to Tonya.
Your brother Ajax must have mentioned me in his letters home, right? Did he say anything about a blonde traveler?
No. And my brother's name is Razik, not Ajax.
We've never met the real Tonya. I knew there was something wrong with her and I should... It's so obvious. How did I miss this?
Chuganov, looks like it's your turn to do some explaining. Yesterday you said you could vouch for Tonya. Why did you give us a false testimony?
I knew you were behind this, Chuganov. You've been lying through your teeth from the start.
Wait, then he's actually involved in all of this?
Everything about you is fake. Down to the wife and daughter you're always talking about. Your entire family man persona is a charade, isn't it?
He fooled me. Oh, he fooled me so good. I was just going on about how it's definitely not him. Oh, they got me. I admit that they got me completely.
That night, when I infiltrated your place as Lelik, I noticed you were home alone. Didn't think much of it at the time. Just thought everyone else was out. But thinking back on it now, that doesn't seem very likely. My guess is, you live alone, don't you?
Even that was a lie? But why would he lie about having a family?
Explain yourself, Chuganov.
Oh! Curses! Oh, why is there no end to this blasted snowstorm? If it would just stop! If it would just stop.
I think I remember now. I know how I ended up here. It feels like a distant memory. But at the same time, it's just like it was yesterday.
She's also from the past, isn't she? A girl long, long gone. Basically resurrected through this weird storm. Her soul never entered the ley lines. Odette probably never thought about this that much. She said herself, oh, it was a bit weird, but yeah, completely plausible for them not to be with him, right? His family? I don't think it's Odette's fault.
The reason I'm always coughing is because I got sick with frostbite. The locals usually call it the snow cough.
We finally have a name for the sickness.
It's not a very common illness. It's partly genetic and partly caused by the cold climate, but it can be fatal. They sent me to the hospital as soon as they found out I had it. And I spent so long lying there in that hospital bed. After a while, I felt myself growing weaker and weaker. Nothing seemed to be working anymore. Neither the treatment that the doctors were giving me, nor the medicine my brother was brewing from frost fairy flower leaves. So one day, I told my brother that I wanted him to take me outside for once, so things could be like they used to, just for one day. I wanted to meet loads of friends, experience new things. He agreed. He snuck me out of the hospital, and we escaped. We got to the theater, bought tickets, and went inside. Oh, it was all so exciting. I remember the show very clearly. It was amazing. But I found myself getting sleepier and sleepier.
Oh, Tonya.
When I woke up, I couldn't find my brother anywhere, so I guessed he'd already left. But there's no way he'd leave me behind, so I decided to stay here and wait for him. At the time, I figured he'd probably gone to brew some more medicine for me. I was planning to chew him out for abandoning me when he got back.
She never realized she was gone. Endlessly strolling through the theater.
Tonya, it sounds like by then you'd already... Yeah, I know. I understand now. Dead, aren't I? This cough and the feeling weak, it's probably just my body's memory. After all of that, it turns out I can't blame my brother after all. I was the one who abandoned him. I'm sorry, everyone. I realized this much too late. It seems like death skewed my perception. And now I've dragged you all into this mess.
Your name probably isn't even Tonya, is it? Didn't that ever strike you as odd over the last few days?
Well, when I was little, my brother and I read a storybook, and Tonya is the name of one of the characters.
Oh, that is very interesting.
When we escaped from the hospital, our family and the hospital security were looking everywhere for us. So when you first approached me and said my brother had sent you, and called me Tonya, I thought he must have chosen a fake name that only the two of us would know. Because he was afraid of getting caught. Now, it seems like that was just wishful thinking.
Considering child's sister's name, and now that there is a story about a different Tonya, I will be very interesting to see what they will do with the real Tonya.
At least your memory of death isn't painful. That is a small comfort. Now it's your turn, Chuganov. Talk to us. I believe no lie is ever told without a reason.
Yeah, Razak is her brother, right? Well, was. I doubt that he's alive anymore. Who knows how long ago this Tonya passed away.
You're right. I was lying. I happen to know that the Harbinger child and his sister Tonya managed to get tickets, so I lied to you and pretended I knew them.
Did he just want Odette to be the next victim? Is that what he wanted?
And yes, I was lying about my family too. The truth of the matter is, I lost them a long time ago. I just refused to accept reality. And now I've spent the second half of my life living a lie. I'm a joke.
I want to feel bad for him. Like, this is awful, okay? What he has gone through is probably something that I cannot even imagine. But what he did here, the way he acted, the way he fooled me, I find it really difficult.
My daughter's name was Iskra. And before you ask, yes, Iskra, as in Iskra Manufacturing Plant.
Iskra. I'm sorry, the Bulgarian pronunciation is Iskra. It means a spark.
She also died from the snow cough. She was just 6 years old. If she were still alive today, she'd be around the same age as little Tonya here. After Iskra passed, my wife couldn't bear to face those memories either. So she chose to start a new life. Without me. One day when I came home from work and saw the empty room, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Subconsciously, I started to imagine that they were still there. I soon discovered that this was the only thing that made me feel any better, so I just embraced the delusion.
Get it. I still struggle to feel bad for him after everything, but his past is nonetheless extremely tragic. And this coping mechanism, so humanly understandable.
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escapism, I know. But at least it's not a crime. So explain your false testimony then.
That is the problem, yeah. Because of him, we all have different ways to deal with tragedy. We all have different ways to cope with, big or small things that happened in our life, and that's just being human. However, this part, him making this false testimony affected others so much. And the way he was lashing at everyone and, throwing suspicion here and there. It's not a forgivable act, no matter what his past was.
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, she mentioned that her brother would brew medicine for her from frost fairy flower leaves. Combined with her various symptoms, I suddenly understood everything, including the fact that she was deceased. The snow cough used to be an incurable illness. I would pick frost fairy flower leaves to brew medicine for Iskra too. It took hours and hours on the stove. But the year after my daughter passed away, the jester of the Fatui announced that a cure for frost blight, also known as the snow cough, had finally been developed.
Oh, they have developed the proper medicine for this? Like something that people can use in general? I thought this was going to be a huge plot point later. And it might still be. Who knows how they made that medicine?
It turned out that all previous treatments were completely ineffective. No better than random concoctions.
The frost fairy flower is not even a medicine?
That was the final straw for me. I just couldn't take it anymore. Just one more year. One more year, and everything would have been okay.
To find out that the medicine was so close. To find out that everything you did was completely pointless. It doesn't excuse what he did, but anyone would be crushed by this.
So, more than anyone, I know full well that in this day and age, no one in their right mind would still be using frost flower leaves to brew medicine for the snow cough.
Stellar Blight. That will be interesting.
Poor Miss Tonya, therefore, had to have been from an era when snow cough was still a terminal illness.
So, you projected your daughter onto her? Even though you knew she was one of the dead?
Even though you knew that protecting her could get you killed?
That doesn't make any sense. You knew she was already dead. What did you hope to achieve by protecting her?
I just don't believe in your crackpot theories. Nor do I approve of your actions.
No, don't just say that you're stupid. I won't accept this.
How can you just declare a living person dead and throw them out into that snowstorm?
But you knew who the dead person was. You did this, Chugunov. You accepted. When Mitya said, okay, if I'm the dead person, I'm going out into the snowstorm, he didn't say anything. You knew he was not the dead one. Because you knew who it was. I agree, Sivam. Chugunov is a very interesting character.
Mitya's gone. My good buddy Shram's gone. And now it's Tonya's turn, isn't it?
Shram was definitely another dead one. But Mitya is your fault, Chugunov.
The others I can make my peace with, but little Miss Tonya, here she is, standing right in front of us, alive and breathing, and fighting her own battles. Yet you're quite happy to say she's dead?
I'm not happy about it, it's just the truth.
I just want her to live. Once this snowstorm is over, the very moment it stops, I'm going to march out that door and find someone who can fetch the very best medicine for her snow cough. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you cast her out into the snowstorm before I have the chance to cure her. Not again! Not this time! Not when the cure is right within our grasp! I'd never be able to forgive myself.
You can't save someone that's already gone.
Mr. Chugunov, stop. I can't let you do this.
Tonya.
By the sounds of it, you've known I was dead since the night before last, right? I really liked Mr. Valeri, Mr. Mitya, and Miss Vodyanitsa. And now they're all dead because of me. I'm not happy about that. The reality is, you've been trying to fight your own demons through me. But all you've really done is trap me inside your delusion along with you.
No! Listen to me. I want to save you. I do!
You can't.
Well, at this point, I'm quite sure that I'm dead. I don't need to be saved. The time I got to spend with all of you is more than enough for me. Despite all the bad things that kept happening, I got to meet so many interesting people and spend so many days and nights by your side.
Yes, Sivam. I understand where he's coming from. But he's absolutely selfish. Completely and utterly. And he can't save her. And he's not even letting her return to the ley lines and, is what she's supposed to do. That she won't be able to continue being like this. And even though she's just a soul, she deserves to, make her own choice and continue on.
Since the day I escaped that hospital until now, this has been an adventure I never even dared to dream of. I'm very fond of you all. If it were only possible, I'd trade my soul to bring back the ones who died. If it meant things didn't have to end like this. And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr. Chugunov.
I'm sorry.
It's them that you owe an apology to, sir. Not me. Well then, I suppose this is it. It's time for my adventure to end. I've caused enough trouble.
You're leaving already? It's still early. Don't you want to stay a little longer?
No thank you. Oh, and by the way, my name is Patashka. It was nice meeting you all.
A very nice name.
Feels strange that we're only being properly introduced now that it's time to say goodbye.
Patashka?
I can't believe they made me feel so much just for an NPC. I think they did her story perfectly. Wait, what is he doing?
What are you doing, Chugunov? Are you crazy?
Let me leave. I can't keep lying to myself anymore.
In your dreams. Don't think you're getting off that easy when you had a hand in the deaths of so many people. The Fatui have honed quite an array of enhanced interrogation techniques since they were founded. Once we're out of here, Lelik will personally give you a taste of every last one.
The snowstorm continues, if it will never stop.
I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is ever going to stop. For all we know, this storm might have destroyed all of Snezhnaya by now. Maybe even the whole world.
The storm is very, very suspicious. Why is it continuing so long? Why is no one searching for us? I'm starting to feel the same way. Maybe this is the heat death of the universe.
Wait, we finally solved the mystery of the haunted theater today. Maybe let's at least try to enjoy tonight?
I don't want anyone to sleep in this theater ever again.
Fair enough. I don't particularly feel like dying in Chuganov's company anyway.
And yet you won't let me die first.
Hey, Chuganov, on a serious note, if we do make it out of here, you should close down that factory of yours. A lot of people are freezing thanks to you.
Is this really the time to be discussing my factory? All right, fine. I'll shut it down. Doesn't matter to me anymore.
Knocking?
Am I hearing things? Or was that a knock at the door?
Knock, knock, knock.
There it is again. But I don't understand. The snowstorm hasn't stopped, has it?
Maybe the snowstorm has brought us some unwanted visitors? Or perhaps it's the rescue team that Valerie mentioned?
Should we open the door?
Yeah, let's see.
Is this it? Is this nightmare finally over?
First of all, this has to be a nightmare. Valerie and Mitya and Vodyanitsa, they can't be gone.
If the last few days are anything to go by, I probably shouldn't be getting my hopes up. Whatever lies beyond that door at this moment, it could be something even more terrifying than everything we've been through so far.
What do you mean finally it's coming? We already solved the mystery. Didn't we? If you show me the dark mist right now, coming at us... But he's not here anymore. Open the door. That's the only option. No, Sivam, I don't accept this. They can't be gone. I saw the drip marketing for Vodyanitsa, at the very least. It's impossible. There is no way Genshin decided just now to make characters be dead before they're even playable. No. Open the door. Mitya!
Hey everyone, I'm back.
If you had told me when I saw that trailer that I would be so relieved to see Mitya during the Archon quest, I would not have believed you in a million years. Welcome back, Mitya.
How are you doing? Feeling any better?
Much better, thanks. Whew, it is so good to have you guys here. I was a little worried that the theater would be empty by the time I got back. Let me see. Tonya and Vodyanitsa are missing, which means Vodyanitsa died last night. And then you discovered that Tonya was the other dead person. Am I right?
Yeah, he's right.
Not Tonya. Pitashka.
First, tell us how you made it back here. Given the conditions outside, no one should be able to return alive.
You're right. The thing that got me back safely was a song. I heard someone singing.
But how are things outside? if we're locked in this storm, then things must be going on in Snezhnaya as a whole.
After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away.
It's very weird as well. The theater is just one bridge away from the main city of Snezhnaya.
Then, suddenly, I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness.
And also he was gone for at least 2 days, right?
So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, until finally, just a few moments ago, there was the entrance to the theater, right in front of me.
Singing must have been Vodyanitsa's.
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before, because it has more of a ceremonial purpose for our people. It's not meant for the stage. It means something like, "May those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night, so that we might be reunited once more."
Doesn't that basically mean that the first guy that went to bring, like, blankets and such is really gone because he got lost in that snowstorm? Without the song?
That must have been Vodyanitsa's requiem. Who knew it actually worked?
That song is meant to guide the souls of the dead. Mitya, that must mean that you...
Huh. No kidding. Huh, seemed like I guessed right then. This is what I've been so desperate to tell you about.
Is he really dead?
When I first stepped out of the theater, I was still quite lucid. My memory of it is still pretty intact. I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. It was like this was a world where only the snowstorm existed. There wasn't a trace of any humans or buildings ever having been there. I don't know how else to describe it, except to say that it just didn't seem like the real world.
We are in some kind of bubble or something. A samsara, I don't know, a dream, but I've been saying this from the beginning.
And as for the requiem, if I was guided here by Vodyanitsa's song, it can only mean that I must already be dead, and this is my soul, not my body. But I didn't experience a clear moment of death while I was out there, nor do I feel any different now than before I walked into the snowstorm.
You don't seem any different to me either. In fact, this is something I've been wondering about for a while now. If souls aren't physical, shouldn't they lack tangible form?
My crackpot theory has to be right. This is some kind of dream or a bubble in which those who actually die are the ones who wake up and return to the real world. This, where we are, is not the real world. That's why Shram and Tonya would feel so real to us. Because we are at the same baseline.
Both Shram and Patashka were clearly deceased, and yet their souls didn't look or feel like ghosts at all. They were visible, tangible, no different than you or me.
Exactly what I thought.
This raises a truly terrible thought. Is that really what Mitya is suggesting?
What Mitya was trying to tell us is everyone in the theater had been dead all along. We are all inside a dream. Mitya has come back to life once again. We can leave this place now, if only. Honestly, both of them seem very correct to me.
Dreams can't explain everything, and this isn't the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Oh, she's so angry with me.
Mitya's soul was summoned back by the Requiem, confirming that he is indeed already dead. And yet, he looks no different from us. Of course, if even the long-deceased like Mr. Shram can blend in with us undetected, then maybe we've all been dead from the very start. And all of us are now souls wandering the theater.
Well, that's a scary thought. Well, a scary representation.
Yes. I think that this is probably the afterlife.
What did you say?
But how did we end up like this?
You heard me. We died in the theater. All of us did. But due to an obstruction in the theater's ley lines, our souls are trapped here, while an endless, infinite snowstorm rages outside.
And what could do that to the Traveler?
It's ironic, really. All that time, we were working so hard to figure out who the deceased among us were, when the truth was, we were all deceased. The only difference being some of us died more recently than others. Do you remember that note, "Death is near"? Seems like we misunderstood what it meant after all. Death was nearer than we wanted to think all along. The note simply meant that all of us were already dead.
So all our attempts to survive, our search for the deceased, it was all for nothing?
It has to be a dream. It can't be actual death.
Hard to say. At the very least, we helped 2 lost souls find clarity and go to where they belong. The presence of those 2 is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines. In which case, the deaths we've awoken to over the past few days were just souls returning to the ley lines for good.
If what you're saying is true, doesn't that make us the lost souls now? Huh, no wonder. This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa's body, I noticed that the other bodies in the room hadn't decayed one bit after all these days.
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at all, but merely our shells here in the afterlife.
Am I really dead? This doesn't feel real to me at all. No, that's impossible. This cannot be how it all ends.
I still find it hard to believe that all of us are dead. How exactly did we die in the real world? None of us have any memories of dying, right?
Not even knowing how we died is preposterous. Good grief! Surely there has to be some reason.
Exactly. It's hard to rest in peace when you don't even know how you died. It gave me lots to think about as I strode out into the snowstorm. I racked my brains trying to remember the cause of my death, the exact moment I died, the root of all of this, right up until my consciousness faded. Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I saw something.
What was it?
I can't remember. And I think I lost my notebook and pen.
Mitya, your hand. Is that blood on your fingers?
Huh? You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. When did that happen? What the?
Isn't that Ronova's eye?
I guess this was what I saw. I must have desperately drawn it in my own blood right before losing consciousness.
Where is this going?
What's wrong? Do you recognize the symbol?
Yes.
It's Renova, the ruler of death.
Oh my, that's such a cool way to bring in Runova. There have been so many things happening in these 2 Archon quests that I constantly forget that we actually saw Runova in the trailer and that we haven't had anything to do with her until now. Definitely, here we go.
Alosha, do you still remember that Snezhnayan folktale you told me about?
I knew it! The moment he told me that folktale, I immediately thought of Runova.
It was about the Grim Reaper. When someone's about to die, he appears as an incarnation of someone familiar to guide their soul into the afterlife.
It was on the picture as well, right? I thought I was just seeing things, but it was definitely there.
And as soon as you recognize his face, your life is over.
I heard a similar tale when I was little. You think the Grim Reaper in this story refers to the ruler of death you mentioned?
Yes! I thought this the moment I heard this. Oh my god, Jatin, I hope you're having a lovely day.
That's right. In which case, death is near could also mean that the Grim Reaper is here, disguised in a familiar form.
One of us is Ronova?
Death, the deceased, and the Grim Reaper? So it's a triple entendre. When I first saw this note, I thought it contradicted the investigation report. But now it seems like that was the whole intention.
Oh my Jatin, if you have not played the quest, please don't spoil yourself. Things are going on and I have to continue. I'm really sorry. I have to know.
So the Grim Reaper deliberately misled us. Then, we started suspecting each other and searched for the deceased while they hid in plain sight.
By that logic, the one person most likely to be the Grim Reaper incarnate is...
Chugunov? Chugunov, right? The person most likely to be the Grim Reaper incarnate. Okay, okay. Oh, it's so weird to think about Ronova as one of these people. Honestly, I'm suspicious of two. Alosha and Chugunov. Alosha because the Traveler consistently tells us how he's the one that we met first here in Snezhnaya. She trusts him without question. He's a familiar face. Okay, it matches it so good. The other reason, well, the reason I have for Chugunov is because he sowed so much discord. He really didn't want this to end. Yeah, he did it for Tonya and because of his delusions, but who is to say he's not lying about this as well? And I really think it could be Alosha. I don't think it's Mitya because he's the one who went out. Odette just doesn't seem like it to me. I might be completely wrong. I think it's Alosha. It is!
No doubt about it. It's Alosha. Looking back at how everyone has acted over the past few days, Alosha is most likely the Grim Reaper lurking among us.
Oh my, I've not been doing my Bookworm challenge correctly, but I got so absorbed in it. It just made so much sense.
Is it you, Alosha? You were the first to discover the investigation report, and you had plenty of time to slip the note inside to mislead us.
So? Surely you can't suspect me based on that alone.
Oh no, there are many reasons, Alosha, many reasons.
What if someone else found the investigation report first, slipped the note inside, and then put it back without telling anyone?
It's you.
There's no denying it. The note could easily have been slipped in much earlier than it was discovered.
He didn't let people leave, no matter what. He wanted this to continue. And he did it subtly, without ever raising any suspicion. And he's a familiar face, somebody that the Traveler would never have thought of. And the story is exactly that the face is someone you know very well.
That's not all. I've also noticed that, although on the surface, Valeri, Mitya, and sometimes I were the ones taking charge of the situation,
He was already there. He was keeping things under control.
looking back now, even though you didn't say much, You were always subtly guiding everyone from the sidelines.
What do you mean?
You were the one who emphasized how dangerous it was outside and insisted we all stay here. It was also you who suggested that we all sleep in the same place. And earlier today, you tried to convince Patashka to stay. I don't understand why, but it was out of character.
So, you didn't understand my intentions, and now you're assuming the worst. Seems pretty unreasonable if you ask me.
The real Alosha would not answer like this.
He still won't admit it? Fine. Let's see how he responds to the most damning evidence of all.
The biggest question I have right now is, if the Grim Reaper is impersonating Alosha, then where's the real Alosha? When did they switch?
When was Alosha switched out? After the performance while investigating the snowstorm. The first night we spent in the theater. When we discovered the investigation report, or when Mitya returned from the snowstorm. It has to be from the very beginning. Hello to Just a Skyrim Horse. I hope you're having a lovely day. I think he was like this from the very beginning. It can't be later than that.
Yeah, that's right. This was the moment, right at the start, before any victims had even emerged. Alosha was switched with the Ruler of Death while everyone's guard was still down.
But why is Ronova doing all of this? Now there is no mistaking it.
When all this began, right after the performance ended and the snowstorm began to pick up, no one suspected anything unusual. We just assumed we were snowed in. It wasn't until we discovered the bodies the morning after that we realized something out of the ordinary was going on.
Do you remember? Or what? For Alosha, I just think that it started from the beginning. Everything that I thought of suspicious now stretches way back to the very first part of the quest.
But it's clear now that the oddities actually started earlier than that. When Dimov walked into the snowstorm and never came back.
Yeah.
Right. So Mr. Dimov was the first victim, not Sobolova and Torgov.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about before, that guy with the blankets, he must be gone as well.
And if we pinpoint that moment as the beginning of this incident, then one thing becomes clear. Alosha, you are the only person who walked into the snowstorm and came back without the help of Vojanitsa's Requiem.
Oh my, I didn't remember this. Oh, but that is damning. Even nothing else, nothing that I had noticed was there, that would have been the last nail in the coffin.
More precisely, Alosha never came back at all. The one who came back was the Grim Reaper.
Not bad. Well, since you've backed me into a corner, I suppose there's no point in keeping up the act anymore.
Oh, I can't believe they did this like that. But doesn't that also mean that the real Alosha is gone? He can't be. He's playable for sure. I have him. Okay. Let's go. I can't believe we're meeting Ronova. Again.
Alosha?
You're the Grim Reaper?
I am no such tired cliché. Mortals should address me as the ruler of death.
And what are you doing here? Why? Are you here personally in just some theater in Snezhnaya?
Before being wiped out for good, you identified the two deceased and even sensed my presence. A commendable achievement. Far beyond what I expected.
I heard you can ferry souls. Those deaths each night. Were they your doing?
Your initial conclusion was correct. Due to the existence of the two deceased, The ley lines yearned to reclaim those long-lost souls. Every night they devoured an equal number of souls to fill the void. This required no intervention from me. Though, of course, ferrying souls is indeed my authority. Here, take a look.
What? Odette? Mr. Chugunov?
What are you doing?
That takes care of today's two.
Why two? There was only one victim in the last 2 nights. Is she just trying to finish the job faster now?
Don't get so worked up. You are already dead, and your souls must return to the ley lines.
Is this just some sick game for her?
I know we're already dead. You murdered us, didn't you?
Murdered? No. Murder is when mortals usurp my authority. Death is my jurisdiction. If I require someone to die, I need not resort to such laborious methods as murder.
This is not a Losha. This is just saying we should just attack Ronova and... I think she can take us out without blinking.
You simply met the criteria to trigger my curse of death.
How?
I know about the curse of immortality. So there's another death-related curse too? You cursed us? When? And why would you do such a thing?
Yeah. Why is Ronova here? Why is she going after all these people?
So often, humans pray to me, begging to know when their death will come, and what form it will take. But few people ask why. If you must have an answer, know that death comes simply because one's time has come.
So you're not gonna tell us the truth?
Hold your tongue. By all rights, you shouldn't even be allowed to speak with me.
Then why are you speaking with us? What is your game?
Those angels from the past are to blame for the reckless renovation of the ley lines here. It's made my work on this occasion infuriatingly complicated.
So that's why. Whatever happened with the ley lines here, it's creating troubles for her, so... Ronova has to personally come and take care of things? But why play such a game with us, with the souls of the deceased? Just get it done and be over with it.
Work? So trapping us here, making us watch our friends die, that's just another day at work for you?
You clearly have a lot of questions. Fine. As a reward for your remarkable accomplishments over the past few days, I shall answer a few of your inquiries, provided they aren't too unreasonable. After the physical body dies, the soul must return to the ley lines for that person's death to be considered complete. My work encompasses the entire process of death, including, naturally, the guiding of souls into the ley lines, with which you are now so familiar.
Then you're doing a sloppy job, Ronova, because I remember those Saurians in Natlan that were allowed to stay out of the ley lines. So why are you taking so much of your time to deal with us here?
You must also be rather familiar with Natlan's Night Kingdom, I presume? It was I who supported the creation of the Night Kingdom. It provided a convenient means of guiding the souls of Natlan. Here, too, the ley lines connected to the theater underwent some modifications. The angels hoped to make them capable of accommodating the souls of some special creations.
Oh.
But this actually hindered their ability to accept ordinary souls to some degree.
What special souls?
This effect manifested itself after you died from the curse in the theater, leaving you stranded in the afterlife, unable to achieve a complete death.
Do you think those special souls were the Sender's souls? The angels did the modifications. The first angel fell in love with a human that was also a descender, right? And descenders shouldn't be connected to the ley lines, right?
But if souls who die from the curse of death fail to return to the ley lines within a short window of time, they will miss their chance for good.
Like those Saurians in Natlan.
Then, they will remain forever suspended between life and death, no longer subject to the authorities of either.
But I thought those Saurians were disappearing after a while, because they couldn't be sustained.
So if you don't resolve this matter soon, and see all our souls return to the ley lines before long, we'll escape your control.
Mitya is sharp. This must be what Renova was worried might happen, and the reason she got involved to begin with. But if you have the authority to guide souls, why didn't you just show yourself and get it over with? Why hide among us in the form of Alosha?
That has been my question from the beginning.
You seek to understand the mind of a god? Very well. I'll tell you. This is a theater, and I decided I wanted to watch a show about death. That's why I encouraged you to take the events to the stage.
This doesn't make sense to me. The way we've seen Renova until now. She just follows the rules. Why would she want to do this?
I found myself getting quite immersed. I suppose the entertainment you provided makes up for all the trouble you've caused me by being so defiant in the face of death. There. Are you happy with my answer?
No, I am not happy at all.
Can't say I am.
There you go, Mitya. Tell her for me.
Really? But it fits the stereotypes you humans have about gods.
I don't have a stereotype about gods in Genshin. They're so different.
Just moments ago, you were complaining about how infuriatingly complicated your work here has been.
Yeah.
Work is work, I get it. There are times when it's a huge pain, but you just have to get it done.
That's a rather unique perspective for a human. You are in fact correct. There is a pain point in this case.
You think she has a weakness or a limitation to her powers? Oh, that would be a good explanation.
Due to the obstruction in the theater's ley lines, there is a hard limit on the number of souls they can receive each day, making it impossible for me to ferry all your souls at once.
Interesting, so she did have a limitation. So interesting. Not only the fact that the angels managed to modify the ley lines at another place, and they modified them to, accommodate special souls, but that they managed to put a limitation on the ruler of death herself. That is very interesting.
Revealing my identity too soon would inevitably have led to futile resistance, and there was a risk that any souls who chose to run would disappear.
All of this does not explain the dream, though. Why did the traveler have that dream? And the people who were swallowed by the mist were the ones to be taken away.
Then there was the issue of the two lost souls you called the deceased. The way you resolved that quandary was all part of my design.
That's what I don't understand. If all of us were souls of the dead, what made their presence among us special?
For centuries, they have refused to return to the ley lines, exploiting the issues created by the angel civilization to resist being drawn in. Centuries of obsession accumulated during this process. You may think of this obsession as the resentment of the dead, and in this quantity, it was a bomb that could have detonated at any moment. It reached the point where I could not afford to leave it unchecked. But the only way to fix it was to help them acknowledge their own deaths, make peace with their regrets, and willingly walk into the snowstorm.
So that's why. That's the real reason. She used her because she couldn't do it. It would require her to be so human, so understanding. She wouldn't have been able to force them to accept this.
Only then, with my guidance, could they finally return to the ley lines. Otherwise, you would not like to know what the consequences would have been.
I vaguely remember seeing Patashka, but in the most terrifying form. Was that in a dream? Is that what would have become of her if she hadn't returned to the ley lines?
Oh my, if she had really become this, that is a scary thought.
I see your dreams brought you many revelations. So you see, death in fact grants wisdom to mortals. Souls connect to all things in the world, and see the chain of cause and effect between them. It's nothing unusual. Anyway, giving psychological counseling to lost souls is not my strong suit. That is more of an angel's role. It was something I could not resolve directly using my authority, so I decided it was easier to leave the bomb defusal to you. Meanwhile, of course, their presence caused the souls of other members of your party to return to the ley lines each night. From where I stand, that was killing two birds with one stone.
See, now I don't think she is lying to us. Now things make sense.
As both issues slowly resolved one another without me having to lift a finger, all I had to do was stay close by and keep the situation under control. Then use my authority to wrap things up at the end. And, of course, while I was at it, I thoroughly enjoyed watching this drama, dealing with death from a mortal perspective, play out on the stage.
Sounds like you had it all figured out, Grim Reaper. I just did the math. You said there's a hard limit to the number of souls the ley lines here can receive each day. It's 2, isn't it?
That much is obvious, even to a fool.
It's time to review this whole affair. If the ley lines can only take in 2 people per day, I need to go over the deaths from these past few days again.
Oh my, the animation is so cool. With each day's deceased number.
Looking back now, none of us had the faintest idea at the time.
The first ones to go were these two, the 2 rich people, right?
From the moment the staff member named Dimov walked into the snowstorm, the incident had already begun.
Oh yeah, he left even before them. Select one. That's not a Dimov. Buleva and this Torgov guy were the first from here to go. The character is not the same.
Let me go over.
Ishram? I don't see the guy that left.
No. Let me go.
Alosha! Alosha! Oh my Sivam, I just saw your message. Yeah, I realized that. It was Alosha. From this picture, Alosha is the one that was dead on the first night. Replaced by Ironova after
Alosha was
walking
the second
into
to
the
walk into the snowstorm after Dimov to investigate.
Yeah.
During this process, the ruler of death assumed his identity, making him one of the victims.
Oh, Dimov was taking the picture. Oh, yeah. It all makes sense now. Okay. Day 2. Choose the two
During our
characters.
first night in the theater, everyone was caught up in the novelty of it all. No one could have expected there would be victims the very next morning. Despite all the confusion, and with the help of hindsight, we finally began to realize that something was amiss with the snowstorm.
And the two that were deceased were Soboleva and Torgov.
The ley lines devoured Torgov and Soboleva on the first night. At the time, we thought this might be a murder case connected to Lelek.
Day 3.
Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same.
That was Kulish and Rampana.
The deaths of Kulish and Ranpana caused everyone to stop suspecting Lelek. Unexplainable phenomena occurred one after another, leading Mitya to suspect that we were caught up in a supernatural event.
4.
Later, we discovered that there seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased.
And that was Shram.
Mr. Shram realized he was the deceased and walked into the snowstorm to return to the ley lines of his own accord. It turns out there really was a dead person among us.
However, there was one more, and Valery was also gone the same day.
We thought it was all over, but Mr. Valery's death was a rude awakening for everyone. Once again, the ley lines consumed him during the night. A lot happened today. Mr. Valery's death led us to discover the connection between the number of deceased and the number of victims during the night.
5.
The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one. Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself.
And at this point, she talked about Mitya, and they sent Mitya away. No?
Although Mitya did indeed walk into the snowstorm that day,
Oh yeah.
he returned from the ley lines with the help of Vodyanitsa's requiem. The void in the ley lines hasn't been filled. So, let's rule out Mitya for now.
I forgot that we were just counting the deceased. I was thinking about the ones that were leaving. The bells are pretty euphoric. Oh my. Okay. The one that actually got deceased at night was Vodyanitsa.
Vodyanitsa was swallowed by the ley lines in her sleep. But the requiem she sang before falling asleep was quite a game changer.
And that same day, Tonya, Tashka, walked into the storm, finally accepting her own death.
As it happened, Patashka filled the void left by Mitya's return from the ley lines by walking into the snowstorm this morning. The girl I thought was Child's sister, Tonya, turned out to be another of the theater's deceased. Come to think of it, Patashka was about to walk into the snowstorm at that time, and Renova, unaware that Mitya would return, was concerned that her soul would overflow from the ley lines. That's why she used Alosha's voice to try and persuade her to stay behind. Looking back, I suppose that was an early slip-up on her part.
It's very good to notice. And now we're here on day 6.
No one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Mitya returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us. Then, after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls.
Of Chugunov. I know that.
In fact, everyone was already dead by the time we took the photo. And in the days since, we've experienced many more partings in the afterlife. Now, only Mitya and I remain. And the true culprit behind everything still stands before us. In Mitya's eyes, I see the same anger and frustration that I feel. That covers everything. It's all clear now.
Honestly, I like this part, but I remembered like 90% of it, 99% even, so... Even without Paimon there making you review everything again and again. But even so, I can't stop thinking how much they've improved since Fontaine. Like remembering that trial and comparing it with the gameplay here, I really think they've improved a lot.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it? The Traveler and I are still standing here, safe and sound.
The Water Imp's song threw things off a little, but it is of no consequence. The ley lines have already anchored your soul, and the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back. I, meanwhile, need to review my attitude towards the Water Imp race.
So the reunion in the night that Vojanitsa mentioned, I suppose that was never meant to be a permanent reunion.
That just leaves you, Traveler. My power only allows me to temporarily separate your soul from your body. The ley lines of Teyvat would not accept you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about before, right? The ley lines of Teyvat do not accept descenders. And because of the Angel's connections with descenders, I really think they might have been trying to make them work that way, to accept descenders. I don't know if the special souls were exactly descenders, but that might have been their end goal.
And your soul is firmly anchored to your body by your will, for a descender like you, who is not bound by Teyvat's rules. Your death can only be brought through the most violent of means, such as directly destroying either your body or soul.
But you haven't done that yet, have you? Thanks for letting me know that at least I can still be saved.
I have no interest in involving myself with Descenders. For now. Although, this may change if Asmodee remains missing, or you insist on interfering with our affairs.
She is mentioning Asmodee to us?
One last question then. All our struggles and sacrifices here, they were meaningless from the very beginning, weren't they?
I'm sorry, Mitya, I need to know about Asmodee.
Death abides no reason. Besides, what you call sacrifice is merely a concept created by humanity. To me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of death. Mere mortals fantasizing that their actions could reclaim something from my grasp. A truly laughable idea.
Oh, it's going down.
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill merely because your deaths are necessary.
Oh, you've made that quite clear. But humans don't take well to being scorned. Not even by the gods.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change anything. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious.
Oh my, that was so epic. Oh my, I want to say so many things at the same time.
How are you holding up, Odette?
That was so epic. The mom... Oh my, Ronova using Alosha's dog to attack the Traveler and Mitya? I would never forgive her. That is unforgivable. The fight. Yeah, the Traveler getting to her and then that avatar disappearing just for the whole sky to open with eyes. Oh my, it was amazing. But why did everybody's souls return? Why is everyone actually alive? If all those souls were claimed, if it wasn't the dream, a dream, but rather the ruler of death's domain, how is this possible? And also, Mitya was so amazing. Oh my, I need answers.
What happened to me?
The scene in the trailer with the red dogs was actually Runova under our noses. I was thinking exactly about the trailer and how Alosha became all red in it, and I didn't think about it at all. I didn't think that would matter at all. I missed so many things from the trailer this time.
How much do you remember?
What do you mean? Is the performance over? I can't seem to recall what happened.
Yeah, the eyes are spaced, have like a feather shape. Absolutely. There is still about 40 minutes of gameplay and explanations. I have to finish this today. I have a challenge to get to. I have to. And also I need answers.
Has Odette already forgotten?
They don't remember anything?
Mitya?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I spaced out there for a second. Remind me who you are?
Even he doesn't remember?
Don't you remember anything?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember now, comrade. Looks like we guessed right.
so weird.
Just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace. For some reason, everyone killed by the ruler of death eventually came back to life. Just with one catch. They forgot what happened while they were dead.
So it's all connected? All the people who were researching this energy source, they keep dying and returning? The same way as we did here? And Ronova was basically saying that her job is done with those people she already claimed. But now everyone is back. What is happening?
Odette and the others have already forgotten everything. Why were you able to remember this time?
Could this be the reason? You said this is the ruler of death's symbol, right?
Yes.
I don't see anything there.
You don't? Huh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I carved this into my hand in the afterlife, so it's not visible in the physical world.
He did it himself?
Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul? What an unsettling thought. Still, at least I get to remember what happened. I suppose it's a blessing in disguise.
Oh my Sivam, I'll try to do as much as possible today, but tomorrow I have to do the event. I am really behind. Like, I'm always running a bit behind because of my very silly challenge. But this time I'm actually in a lot of trouble.
What about you, though? The ruler of death mentioned that you're a descender? Is that why you can remember?
Yes.
A full explanation would get complicated very quickly, but that's essentially it.
Well then, now that it's all over, let's figure out what we've learned. The first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it, right before our deaths. This confirms that time passes differently in the afterlife than in the real world.
Interesting.
They say that right before death, time slows down and your whole life flashes before your eyes.
That must be how you know you have one foot in the afterlife by that point. Anyway, clearly the few days we spent in the afterlife probably only amounted to a few short minutes in the real world. This also aligns with previous reports of widespread temporary memory loss among the Armory Palace personnel. Now it seems likely that those were all brief deaths caused by the Grim Reaper's so-called curse of death. To those unaware of the truth, dying and coming back to life must feel similar to a short bout of catatonia. This leaves me with a couple big questions. What are the conditions that trigger this so-called curse of death? And why are we resurrected after we die?
Yeah.
If nothing else, I think it shows that killing us wasn't her ultimate goal. We still don't know her true reasons for subjecting us to death.
Right. This time only got complicated because of the situation with the theater's ley lines. That's why she had to approach it differently. If the previous incidents of amnesia among the researchers are anything to go by, killing us is usually a pretty routine matter. Come to think of it, wasn't I about to note something down before I died? I can't remember what it was, but I think it was something related to my research project.
Is the curse of death actually trying to stop them from finding something? There would be absolutely no reason for the ruler of death to not claim the deaths that she is supposed to claim. But what if she's not trying to protect her own domain? She's trying to protect some other truth of this world, and she has at her disposal a curse of death, in which she can claim the souls just for a bit. So much so that they forget everything that they have realized. But then, because it's not their time to die, she returns them.
Sorry, Traveler. I'll catch up with you again later. Right now, I have to make a trip back to the Armory Palace.
Ma'am, if I may, no one of your description has ever shown up in my investigations into Mr. Mitia's friends. Yet, you two seem very familiar with each other. Could you perhaps tell me where he was in such a rush to get to?
It will be so weird to think about these characters now that we know so much about them, but they have absolutely no idea who the Traveler is.
And, by the way, have we ever crossed paths? Forgive the presumptuousness, but I feel a vague and indescribable sense of familiarity about you.
It's complicated.
I can explain everything. Could you help me gather everyone in the theater in one place?
Everyone gathers on stage once again. But this time, you do so in the real world, without everything outside being devoured by a snowstorm. Due to the unique properties of the theater's ley lines, it seems no one has completely forgotten their experiences in the afterlife. As you recount the tale of what happened, people slowly begin to remember, as if accessing memories of a distant dream. Everyone lost in thought. Everyone confirms their own fate with each other, until finally, today's show draws to a close. That still doesn't explain the Traveler's dreams.
So Chuganov really is going to shut down the factory. I guess this theater incident actually did us some good after all. So, you said I promised to take you to the Armory Palace while we were in the afterlife, yes? I believe you. I think I even have a vague memory of it.
I want to go back and check on Paimon first. Even though not much time has passed for her, it was a long time for us.
Agreed. Let's check in on her first. The whole reason for our trip to the Armory Palace anyway is to figure out what's going on with her health.
Oh my. I don't know what I expected from Snezhnaya, but I did not expect all of this for sure. Oh my, it's the other account where I'm supposed to collect these things. Honestly, I can already see Snezhnaya becoming one of my favorite regions. I can't say a single thing that I haven't really enjoyed. Maybe except when they were forcing me to do other quests randomly. But that's more like a gameplay issue than the story. They've really done a good job. Okay, let's find Paimon. She must be protected still.
I'm finally back. Even though a long time has passed from my perspective, as far as Paimon's concerned, I probably just went out to watch a very short show.
And also, we still don't know what happened exactly with Signora, because the information that Sandrone gave us was wrong apparently, which is very, very curious.
I should keep my emotions in check when I see Paimon again, or it'll seem weird.
I would actually love to say this.
Wait. The atmosphere here feels off.
What do you mean? Is there danger?
Shh. Stay quiet. Let's go inside and take a look.
If Paimon is not in that room...
Have we still not been able to notify Child yet? We need new orders. What if that person comes back again?
What person? What happened? What were you just talking about?
I'm so sorry. Under the circumstances, there was really nothing we could do.
If these people just tell me now that Paimon is not in the room, Child will be their least problem.
Tell me, what happened to Paimon?
It was the Jester. He came here in person and escorted Miss Paimon away.
What? Why the Jester? Oh my, Notcry was amazing. I can talk about how Notcry was amazing for a long time, but I really, really love what they've done with Snezhnaya as well. Where is Paimon?
He's the director of the Fatui. His authority supersedes all others and cannot be questioned. There was nothing we could do.
The Jester was suspicious from the very beginning. We don't know why he was at the border of Snezhnaya, why he saved Paimon, why he didn't look for the Traveler, but instead stayed with Paimon. The Jester?
How long ago did he leave? And what was Paimon's status?
It was about an hour ago. Miss Paimon was fast asleep at the time. The Jester simply walked off with her as if it was only natural. I assure you, he absolutely did not use any force.
Why would he? He doesn't need to. Why did the Jester do this right now when we were in that fight with Ronova? Why now?
Do you know where they went?
The Armory Palace, most likely. Lord Piero, the Jester, has been overseeing the experiments there lately, keeping a close eye on their progress. Everyone in the Fatui has heard about it by now. I'm surprised he came in person. Whatever his reason for taking Paimon, he'll most likely return to the Armory Palace first, which is exactly where we were headed anyway.
Then lead the way, Odette.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. How can saving? How can this quest be going on like this?
It's just up ahead. Quick, let's get inside.
No, I'll go alone. You know I'm planning to force my way in. You're with the Fatui, so you should stay outside.
I was hardly planning on taking you through the official channels anyway. I'm here to force my way in, just like you. I may be a Fatus, but I'm also Lelik, enemy of Project Stuja. Paimon's safety is paramount right now. With me around, you'll have an extra pair of hands. There might be devices inside that are easier for an insider to deal with.
Mitya also left in a hurry. That is a good point.
If you say so.
Let's go. There's no time to hesitate.
Sivam, I have to finish the quest today. Oh my, I don't know how long this is, but tomorrow I have to do the event. I have to start it tomorrow. You know how long it takes on this challenge account. And I have to do it on my main account afterwards.
Hey, who are you? This
going
part
to
of the
be
Armory
ridiculous.
Palace isn't a restricted access. What do you think you're doing?
No questions, please. We're short on time.
Oh, I like this over that. No time for questions.
Be silent.
Go Claw! Oz revealed.
Let's dance. Let's begin. Pirouette.
Observe. Night falls. Close your eyes.
Oh, I really wish these were giving me drops. I am trying to build my characters for the challenge account outside of stream, and I really need these drops from here.
Chew on this.
Oh my Sivam, okay. See you another time. Thank you for watching and chatting and everything. I have to continue as much as possible today.
Go. By royal decree.
Ouchie.
Oh my, this account, even though it's gotten better, it's still very weak because my challenge is very weird for characters. And also building is very difficult.
You have a pass?
But it's
Where are you
definitely
coming
much
from?
better
So,
than before.
you're intruders, huh? Then don't blame me for what happens next!
You're already gone, guard.
The Armory Palace is hidden this deep in? This place is much bigger than I imagined.
They're conducting top-secret research, after all.
Oh my,
The
I
deeper
haven't
it's
even been
hidden, the
looking
better,
around.
is standard Fatui logic.
Anrian or Hyperborean even.
The style doesn't really look like the Fatui's handiwork, though.
They must have requisitioned some structures from a past civilization. It also serves as a bit of a disguise.
This is from the trailer for Dispatch. I remember it. Interesting.
Intruders! Stay alert!
Observe. Do you fear the dark? Close your eyes. To dust.
Very beautiful. This reminds me so much of the Abyss, like the portal to it.
Intruders? Don't come any closer!
Oh my poor guys.
Just what are you guys trying to do here?
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls. Are you quite finished? Observe. To dust.
Kerplunk!
Shadow me. Pirouette.
No one interferes with a
Oh my,
jester's
Odette
work.
literally evaporated this guy. Why is there a cube? With a chessboard kind of thing going on. Interesting. Oh my... This is why I don't like doing things in a hurry, because I really want to look at everything and just... This is very interesting. Yeah, a chessboard in all but like 2 sides? Very intriguing. It looks like Barbara's music notes. It does look like music notes. And aside from Hyperborea, it really reminds me of Remoria. Some of the design here. It's very, very interesting. The design is also a very polished model of what we see in the first domains we see here in Teyvat. Like, think way, way back to the things we saw in Mondstadt. When you go in those mini domains, you practically see this, but much, much more like ruined, dilapidated.
Looks like no one's guarding this place.
There's something off about that decoration over there.
Look out!
Let's
Oh
deal
my-
with these before we move on.
Can't I just run? I can't just run. I have to actually deal with them. How do I deal with them?
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Just the normal
Night
way. Okay.
falls.
That answers the question.
Shadow Raven! Let night... I'll protect us.
Oh no.
Let's begin.
Night falls.
Yeah, the snow reaches as well. Very interesting.
The researchers here probably don't know that we're uninvited guests. Let's try not to hurt them.
What's the big star from the theater doing here?
That's Miss Odette. She's a member of the Fatui. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I was about to say, doesn't she know that Odette is a Fatus?
Was the whole reason for Project Stuja to support the research here at the Armory Palace? Just what are the Fatui and the Tsaritsa planning?
I thought the Kuvak Experimental Design Bureau is actually involved in this. Isn't that what they said before? Oh my, it's so weird to just see them like this. I think she doesn't trust us. Let's not linger. Interesting, this is not the Crescent storage.
Whoa! Who are you? Never seen you around here before.
Wait, isn't this what happens when you activate that stellar conduct, stellar swirl thing? They did say that they were using stellar linchpins for that energy. Investigate.
I think I see some images.
It's the prism's power at play, causing images of the past to reappear, albeit only as illusions. Let's make our way through here.
Why did he bring Paimon here?
Paimon and the Jester? Is this another scene from the past?
Yes. It looks quite old, though. I don't think it happened in the recent past.
What? But they just came. Have they met before?
What's going on here? What happened?
The source seems to be the Armory Palace. They must have started some large-scale experiment.
Wait, what if this has something to do with Paimon? We need to hurry!
That energy looked like a light realm energy. So bright. Bow of different colors. Sen. Go, let's go. I can't believe they're doing this after everything that happened in the theater. How can this be the same
We're almost
quest?
there. The Armory Palace is just up ahead.
Paimon, please be okay.
Okay, they know that we're not supposed to be here.
Observe. Do you fear the dark? To dust.
Shadow me.
Be silent. To dust.
Interesting. These are also exactly the same things we saw in the very beginning of Genshin. Very interesting that they're reusing the same design, the same... Well, not enemies, but obstacles. Very, very intriguing.
What's going on? Wait, I remember this feeling. It's the curse of death. No, not now. Why is the curse of death striking again already?
It strikes when you're about to find something, isn't it?
Odette? Is this the afterlife again? I need to find a way back to reality. Is that Odette's core Ignis? Could that be what just woke me up?
This is... Oh my, look at the sky. Ronova is not even trying a little bit to hide that this is her domain now. Interesting. It's still very interesting that what is left of Signora is helping us now. Oh no, I was supposed to go. I was just looking at everything. Oh my, this is so weird. Back to normal. In the real world, this would take just a few minutes, right? If our previous experience is to go by. We're already out?
Odette! Odette!
This is so beautiful.
No signs of life, but past experience says that she should be resurrected before too long. Right?
She has to.
Did Odette intentionally use her core Ignis to guide my soul? I feel like something similar happened in a dream I had before. Thank you, Odette. If not for you, my soul wouldn't have found its way back to my body so quickly, and I might not have woken up so soon. But I'm sorry. I don't have time to protect you. I have to use the time you bought me to get Paimon back.
Is she really just... we can't even return to her. Wait. This is new. Mistiltine. At Glupov Snezhnaya. Look for Paimon. As the days and nights in the theater passed, you missed and worried for Paimon in equal measure. Yet as you return to your dwelling, it appears an incident has happened nonetheless. Mistletoe. Interesting.
Sure enough. Everyone— Paimon! Paimon! No, wait. Paimon probably didn't escape Renova's curse either. She won't be able to respond to me right now. I'll have to find her myself.
Mitya? Is that Mitya down there? Mistletoe is Train's weapon in...
Mitya! Is this the laboratory he works in? What happened here to trigger the curse of death again so soon? I'll have to ask him when he wakes up. Finding Paimon has to take priority now.
That is so cool to know. Though it wasn't what we, with Odette, found out, or were close to finding out. It was probably something here that caused the curse. Very interesting architecture. Why does it feel like something would enter here? Not for good reasons. We actually don't have a full explanation about delusions. We know that they're bad for you, right? But we also know that they use very suspicious materials. Where am I supposed to look? But they definitely need to explain those more. reached. I'm missing something. I found Paimon.
I found her! Paimon really is here!
Why did he bring her here? Why is she in a jail, basically? Also, she can fly through these so easily. She's much tinier. How do I open this? Keyboard? No response. Doesn't help. Oh, you think Rhine daughter / Naberius made them? I don't know. I mean, at this point everything is possible, but I just don't see right now where this theory would come from. Oh, enable! And it worked! Okay. Nova. In the flesh?
You don't learn, do you?
Oh my... How can all this be happening after everything? Why is she here? Ronova.
You've already been involved in one mass death, and now you show up at the scene of another.
Why is everyone coming back to life, Ronova?
This might have passed for a coincidence the first time, but a second time? Am I to assume you are intentionally interfering in Snezhnaya's affairs?
Snezhnaya's affairs. In that video with the shades, she said that she needs to take things in her own hands. They were researching something with energy, trying to go for the heavenly principles themselves. Her business is Snezhnaya's affairs. The rules that she needs to abide are the rules when death takes effect. And yet she can bring death to somebody for just a little bit. And she uses that as the curse of death to make them forget, to stop them researching whatever they're doing. That is what she meant before, didn't she? Oh my, hi Veluna, I hope you're having a lovely day. And now, the Traveler is actually getting in the way of her own plan about Snezhnaya.
Judging by your expression, it seems that you understand little of what is going on here.
The Traveler just wants Paimon.
In that case, a word to the wise. Do not interfere in Snezhnaya's affairs.
Because we can stop your plans, can't we?
A civilization that fails to learn its lesson constantly depletes its own worth. It will one day lose any reason for its existence.
A civilization that fails to learn its lesson. It almost sounds like she doesn't want Snezhnaya to meet Khaenri'ah's end.
And as a descender, you are perfectly suited to be the lifeline to which a dying civilization might desperately cling. Consider your position carefully.
No advice needed. I'll make my own judgments.
Suit yourself. When the day of reckoning arrives, not even a descender can hope to escape unscathed. The time for resurrection fast approaches. The mortals here are not yet worthy to behold my form. So that will be all for today.
This basically confirms my theory, doesn't it? She's using the curse of death to stop them from continuing to learn the truth behind what they're searching. But she cannot keep them. She cannot take them to the other world. So they need to be resurrected. Wait, what is she doing?
That thing is coming with me. You awoke sooner than I thought. The curse of immortality is stubborn, unable to enter the ley lines, yet not content to remain a spirit.
Ruler of death, what do you want?
You perplex me. Both you and you. That thing may be a creation of Celestia, but it possesses none of Celestia's power, let alone authority. Your obsession with it baffles me. No matter, the resurrection will soon begin. It's worthless anyway. I'll reclaim it next time.
Hey, who says there'll be a next time? I missed you, Paimon.
And Piero saved Paimon? And Paimon is a creation of Celestia without any authority or power? There has been too much. There has been too much in this scene, let alone in this quest. Piero must know something. Odette said that what we saw in the past through that thing with Piero and Paimon was very, very old. Not something that happened a few hours ago. Oh my... There is so much. What do you mean the biggest is yet to come? I have to go. I'm so late again.
What are you talking about? We haven't even been apart for that long, have we?
Oh my Paimon, I can't even begin to explain to you what happened.
It was different this time.
Why would Renova want her to begin with? If she herself says that she has no power, no authority, just a small creation of Celestia.
You seem to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, Paimon's back in tip-top condition. It's the weirdest thing. Paimon fell asleep earlier, and when she woke up, she found herself here. The Jester and that guy talking to him used some kind of energy on Paimon, and she could kind of feel it canceling out that other thing that was making her feel unwell.
So it was something here that made her bad.
So, Mitya helped too?
Apologies for leaving in such a hurry at the theater earlier. I was in a rush to verify some theories. Rest assured that your companion is perfectly safe. We reversed the effects that the experimental energy had on her. The Jester specifically instructed me to do so.
I suppose this is our first official meeting, Traveler. I could not let Paimon suffer in her condition for a moment longer, and so I simply took her without explanation.
And in that
I hope
vision...
you do not mind.
Sorry, Piero. In that vision, Paimon was awake with Piero, so it's definitely not something that happened now. Paimon doesn't remember him, though. What is he hiding? And well, you definitely gave me a scare. For my part, I hope you don't mind that I beat a few people up on the way. And by a few, I mean really, really a lot. I still think that Paimon is either the Heavenly Principles or a part of the Heavenly Principles. One of those things.
But why would a big shot like you care about what happens to Paimon?
He won't tell us.
As I said when you first arrived in Snezhnaya, we once spent some time together in the distant past.
So he does tell us.
Oh yeah, you did mention that. And Paimon did think you seemed strangely familiar the first time we met.
Interesting.
I'm afraid the reminiscing will have to wait. Mitya, let us continue with the report. What conclusions, if any, did you reach from conducting the final experiment of our energy research ahead of schedule?
The good news is, my hypothesis regarding the Ruler of Death has been verified. As for the bad news, I recommend we suspend the experiments and Project Mistleton until further notice. Currently, we have no means with which to make a breakthrough. I say this purely as a scientist, guided by reason alone.
I will trust your judgment. We shall put the project on hold until the Ruler of Death has been eliminated.
Piero is so sure that this would happen.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? You want to get rid of Renova? Like, how? By killing her?
I don't think removing the Ruler of Death would be a good idea. Imagine what would happen if no soul can go to the afterlife.
By whatever means necessary, so long as it removes the threat she poses to us. Until then, everything we do will be in vain. After what just happened, I've ascertained Renova's goal, or rather, the trigger condition for the Curse of Death.
I think that this is very likely, Valuna, that she is super important, but is also the Traveler's companion. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, let's hear it.
What she's doing is blocking Snezhnaya's technological progress, preventing us from possessing any means with which to threaten the Heavenly Principles.
That's exactly what I was thinking before.
Just like the little lapdog she is.
So, any ideas, research, or experiments that lead to technological progress can trigger the curse.
That was exactly what I was saying before.
Just now, for instance, I was set to launch a final phase energy experiment ahead of schedule. If the experiment was successful, we could have achieved a crucial breakthrough. As expected, though, The moment the experiment began, all the researchers, technicians, and witnesses died from the curse. All that effort, not to mention the energy and materials we relied on Project Stuja to gather for us, went to waste. In the end, nothing was gained.
Does that mean something similar happened when we were at the theater?
That's right. During the performance, I thought of an important breakthrough regarding the experiment, and wound up dragging everyone into this. So the nature of the curse seems to be something like... when moments of technological progress occur, all life in the vicinity is taken away.
What a violent method!
Probably a lot of times, Bellona. A lot.
Of course, that meant the curse was normally limited to the Armory Palace. Since outsiders are forbidden from entering, this mass death phenomenon went unnoticed. Until Odette came along. I believe she was the first witness. The curse of death was triggered just before she infiltrated the Armory Palace that day.
But you mentioned something about a final stage experiment. Doesn't that mean you've actually made some progress?
That's right. Even with the gods locking certain key components out of reach, humanity can still advance technology in incremental steps accumulated over time. But, as I'm sure Renova anticipated, even incremental progress has its limits. A point where the truth you're seeking must be put to the test in an experiment.
You mean the experiment you were just about to do?
Yes, we were at a critical juncture, a moment where the quantitative was about to translate into fundamental qualitative change. With this single experiment, we could have brought everything we've worked for to fruition. But now, after already being forced to fumble around in the dark all this time, it feels like we've truly hit an impenetrable wall. As long as Renova's curse of death persists, we won't be able to advance the experiment or obtain any results.
And with Project Stuja having been in effect all this time, at our nation's current strength, repeated trial and error is simply unsustainable. Only by eliminating Renova first will it be possible to continue advancing our plans.
I still can't believe they're saying this so nonchalantly.
But she's the ruler of death! She can just kill whoever she wants, right? That's gotta be the scariest power ever! Is it even possible to beat her?
I don't think she can kill whoever she wants. I think she needs to abide by the rules.
We'll see. But one thing's for sure. She definitely can't just do whatever she wants. The best proof of that is me, standing here, very much alive.
Oh, my Mitya has definitely grown on me a lot during this Archon quest.
You're saying...
Wouldn't it be easier to just kill all of us researchers for good? Why resurrect us over and over again? Why let us advance our technology to this point?
So, you're saying even the ruler of death has limitations we don't know about?
Exactly. And I think that's where the key to our breakthrough lies.
Regardless, the ruler of death has always been an obstacle we must overcome. Indeed, we must face life, death, time, and space. After all, our goal is the heavenly principles.
I can't believe we hear this line here and now.
The Fatui want to challenge the heavenly principles?
For a long time, I've had a vague suspicion the Fatui and the Tsaritsa were targeting the heavenly principles, but hearing the Jester admit it is still a shock. No wonder that Tsaritsa's goal has always been kept a secret from the people. What kind of road will that lead Snezhnaya down?
In that case... Lord Jester, I would like to request some leave. I'd like some time to organize my thoughts and go over the data.
Granted. Get some rest, put the experiment out of your mind, and take care that the curse of death doesn't affect any civilians.
To the Jester and get more information. Oh my, I'm so tired and I'm also so late. I'm so late, I shouldn't have stayed so late. But I have to finish
While
today.
there is yet time, allow me to offer you my hospitality, honored guest of Snezhnaya. Is there anything you wish to know?
About Project Mistletoe.
I remember hearing the term Mistleton from Columbina.
Yeah, Project Stuja, but not this one.
As you know, Project Stuja is a series of measures enacted to consolidate our nation's resources, the greater purpose of which is to serve Project Mistleton. Many of the things you have encountered thus far are essentially for the advancement of that project. This includes the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau in Nocturne. Researching Kuvaki was merely a facade. Its core objective was to use local resources and research findings to build Mistleton itself.
Not surprising, right? If it is a weapon, and that experimental design bureau was built on a piece of the moon, which was a weapon built by Nibelung.
And that's a weapon built for the final battle against the Heavenly Principles, isn't it?
Huh? How did you know that?
I was given some intel, and I made some deductions.
Wait. You must mean that thing over there. Oh, Paimon's gotta take a closer look at this thing. Especially after you guys sent so many people to Nocturne to work on it.
Kuvaki alone will not break through Celestia's defenses, let alone challenge the Heavenly Principles. The Heavenly Principles are no doubt accustomed to combating the power of the Light Realm, and elemental energy is simply the power of the human realm, converted to that form by the Heavenly Principles themselves. Any attempt to use this power against its creator would be a futile endeavor.
Paimon goes like sleeper agent when they mention the weapon.
For now, therefore, we have set our sights on the form of energy associated with the third descender and the stellar linchpins. This may hold the potential to allow Mistleton to contend with the Heavenly Principles. You could say that by reverse engineering the stellar linchpins to extract the energy within, we have obtained a source of anti-Celestia energy.
So this is the energy research that Mitya is in charge of. Never imagined it was such a major project. I did.
The Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, Project Stuja, and the new energy experiments. Huh. So, Project Mistleton is what ties it all together. And it looks like your plan is almost complete. No wonder the Ruler of Death came after you.
Okay. About the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa has embarked upon an expedition to vanquish a monster. Were it not for this, I imagine she would have been delighted to grant you an audience.
Seems like the powers that be in Snezhnaya don't intend to hold my past conflicts with the Fatui against me.
Yeah, I think we've noticed this already. Although what happened with Odette and, Sandrone giving us the wrong information, wherever that chain of information broke, is very suspicious.
The Harbingers have been granted significant autonomy in retrieving the Gnosis. But by the same token, they do not completely represent Snezhnaya's official stance.
You read my mind.
Speaking of the Gnosis, Paimon's been dying to ask this question since forever. Why exactly does the Tsaritsa want to collect them? Is it something to do with the fight against the Heavenly Principles?
Paimon asking the real questions here.
The Gnosis will undoubtedly serve as a key bargaining chip when she confronts the Heavenly Principles. Beyond that, you had best ask the Tsaritsa herself. I am not sure if this information is mine to disclose.
I would like to get confirmation from her about the Gnosis.
What do you mean? Not sure. Don't you make the rules? You're the highest-ranking Harbinger! Ugh, never mind.
Taking on the Heavenly Principles is something most people wouldn't even entertain in their wildest fantasies. Why is the Tsaritsa so fixated on this?
In Teyvat today, civilization is nothing but an illusion. Something whose very existence can be negated at any moment.
All it takes is just one celestial nail, right?
Our civilization may very well be destroyed in the struggle, but as things stand, The heavenly principles could choose to negate our existence on a passing whim. And we must not sit back and accept that fate. Only by changing the state of affairs, only by overthrowing the heavenly principles, can our civilization truly be said to have taken root. Otherwise, the fate of the people of Conria and Hyperborea is a cycle doomed to repeat itself.
Accepting potential destruction in return for getting to control your own fate.
Oh my, hi Sylvie. I hope you're having a lovely day. Yeah, I'm really late. Like, I'm really fortunate that I don't have like something very important to do after the stream today. But yeah, I should not be here. But I have to finish today with this.
Furthermore, perhaps this is still somewhat difficult for you to understand. Are you aware that all the rules of this world are made up of curses?
Yes. The theater was amazing. This whole quest just blew my mind.
Huh? All of them? Paimon knows about the curse of death you mentioned, and the curse of immortality that you and Dainsleif have.
Then, the birth of the Hilly Churls, the rules of Natlan's Ode of Resurrection, those are curses too? Farina's long life seems to stem from a curse placed on her by Focalor as well.
Yes. Even a god's love for humanity is a curse the heavenly principles inflicted upon the gods.
Interesting. We have seen so many gods, Archons, go beyond everything to protect their nations. Even that was just imprinted on them?
What?
The Tsaritsa has always had ample reason to hate the heavenly principles.
Oh my, the curse of 50-50, I suffer a lot from it.
If she can seize their authority, she will reconstruct the entire world, and when that time comes, humanity will be completely liberated from curses and lies.
But wouldn't that just make her the Heavenly Principles 2.0? She would be rebuilding it the way she wants, imposing her own rules. Wouldn't she?
Look forward to it. It will be a world beyond your imagination. Though the ordinary people of Snezhnaya may not understand these details, in this frigid land locked in a ceaseless struggle against the environment, in this nation to which the gods have never shown favor,
look how rich Teyvat is. So much culture, so much life in general. If she is going to rebuild the world, what is going to happen with this one?
we all believe that standing in solidarity with the Tsaritsa in our shared struggle will surely usher in a new and better world.
We shall see. We shall see how they'll play this out. I have to finish very soon. About your relationship with Paimon.
Paimon really doesn't remember. He's basically a stranger. You gotta believe Paimon.
Relax, you're freaking out over nothing. I just want to know what he knows.
Allow me to explain. The reason Paimon reacted to the anti-Celestia energy developed by the Armory Palace is because she comes from Celestia herself. More specifically, she is one of its creations.
Paimon? A creation of Celestia?
Oh, right. I was blinded by anger earlier, but thinking back on it, Renova also said that Paimon is a creation of Celestia, but she lacks Celestia's power or authority.
As you know, the lunar fragments in Nodcry were pulled down from the sky using Fatui technology.
Yeah.
But the first application of this technology was in Conria, over 500 years ago.
And they put Paimon?
I used this technology upon the heavens, and the response I received was none other than Paimon descending from Celestia.
What?
I presented her to the Vinster King, but he took no interest in this gift, nor did it satisfy him. Paimon then took up temporary residence in my palace until, of course, the arrival of the Cataclysm.
Wait, Paimon's a little confused. You're talking about things that happened in Conria 500 years ago.
That means
You're saying Paimon was there for that?
That means Paimon is at least 500 years old, and how did she end up with me? How did well, with the Traveler, how did the Traveler fish her out?
But Paimon doesn't remember any of that. Falling from the sky, being given away as a gift, none of it.
And how would she know everything about the Vat? The way she talks about the Vat is very peculiar. Not only that she, proclaims to be the best travel guide in the Vat, she really loves the world of the Vat. Everything in it.
Having lived through the Cataclysm, perhaps you too were burdened with some manner of curse. Although, losing your memories would indeed be the smallest price I've ever seen paid.
But it's not just her memories from Conria. Paimon doesn't even know how she spent the last 500 years. She only has memories from the past few years, no matter how hard she tries to remember.
And it's very interesting that Paimon says this now. When we started the game as the Traveler, Paimon is like, oh, you don't remember anything from before. Very... No, wait, it was the sibling who lost their memories. We remember the... I'm very confused right now with Paimon.
What was Paimon like back in Conria? Did she know a whole lot because she came from Celestia? Was she super smart?
Unfortunately, when you arrived in Conria, your consciousness was like that of a newborn infant. None could say what kind of being you once were in Celestia. During the time you lived in Conria, your personality was no different from how it is now.
No surprise the Vinster King wasn't exactly taken by your charm. At least it sounds like you were able to fly under the radar.
Aw, man! Paimon's plan to get her memories back and become super smart is ruined before it could even start. You know, even though Paimon lost her memories, she still feels weirdly close to you for some reason. That must mean you took pretty good care of Paimon back then, huh?
I still think that Paimon could be a part of the Heavenly Principles. We know that many beings here can basically separate their souls. And Paimon can be one part of that soul, a part of the soul without power and authority.
On the contrary, I completely ignored your existence. I was entirely focused on my struggle against Troptatir the Wise.
Interesting.
But now, as I see it, it is as if you are the only sane thing that survived that era of insanity, and thus are worthy of protection.
Noted. Man, Paimon's gotta stop projecting friendship on everyone she meets. But, Traveler? Even though you know Paimon's some creation of Celestia now, you still want her, right? You're not going to abandon her?
I mean, I pretty much have said this for a long time, Paimon. You're still Paimon to me, Paimon. As long as you're not the Heavenly Principles, we're good. That's what I'm suspecting, Traveler.
Oh, phew! That's a relief. Paimon's just learning about this too. She's barely even processed it.
I don't have any more questions. Let's talk about what's next.
Thank you for telling me so much. I'm a bit surprised, honestly. I didn't expect you to be quite so transparent with me.
Me neither.
Given the circumstances, the Fatui need not hide anything from our allies.
Oh, I'm your ally?
Allies?
To advance Project Mistleton, we must first resolve our issue with the Ruler of Death. And if I presume correctly, you have no intention of letting her actions go unpunished either, do you?
That's right. Ever since she said she intends to reclaim Paimon when we next meet, I figured reconciliation was out of the question.
Against an opponent of this caliber, deliberating over our allegiances would waste time we do not have. We must join forces unreservedly with whomever we can, if we are to stand anything like a fighting chance.
He is definitely using us, but I don't think there is a world in which the Traveler doesn't go after Ronova right now, no matter what he says.
You're going to challenge the Ruler of Death? Just for Paimon? But Paimon's only...
No buts. I won't back down when it comes to you, Paimon.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, gee. Now Paimon doesn't even know what to say. Anyway, Paimon's super touched.
The Tsaritsa will return in triumph in short order, and the Fatui shall hold internal discussions regarding the enemy. The time for us to meet again will come very soon.
Yeah, if Ronova didn't want us to mess in any of this, she shouldn't have gone after Paimon. Like, that was the one sure way to tell us, yeah, come at me, please.
Got it. Thanks for your help with Paimon. I'll be sure to look after her for you.
There was just one other thing. Well, it's just a request, really. Paimon really wants to see what this Mistleton thingy you're gonna use against the Heavenly Principles looks like.
Are you becoming like this, Paimon?
Of course, Paimon knows it's top secret and stuff, but she just had to ask. It's okay if the answer's no.
Certainly you may.
And he will let her?
Oh, for real? Actually, maybe it's best not to. What if Renova suddenly pops up again? She might take this chance to...
While the technology is not yet fully developed, it has nevertheless reached the stage where Celestia's creations are unable to damage it. In that regard, you may rest assured.
Oh. Wow. No wonder Paimon felt so out of sorts recently, even though it was super far away. Alright then! Paimon's ready to take a sneaky peek at this top secret super weapon!
Why is she so suspicious all of a sudden? So cute and so suspicious. The weapon from the trailer? I can't believe they just revealed it like this.
Huh? Oh, hey there, Odette!
And then they just left it without any explanation? Sorry.
Paimon? You're okay. Thank goodness. You look well. Have you recovered?
Long story short, yep, matter? What are you doing here? Were you waiting for us?
That's right. When I woke up, I wanted to go in after you, but the guards had woken up as well. It would have been tough to take them on alone, and there was no easy way to sneak past them.
Yeah, the Tsaritsa was using it against Ronova in that trailer. Well, Ronova is a creation of the Heavenly Principles. It does make sense. Maybe it's not completed at that stage?
So, I returned the way I came and waited for you here.
It was thanks to you that my soul found its way back to my body so quickly. Thank you.
Huh. That actually worked? Nice. I just figured I'd try my luck when that ominous feeling struck me. Really, you should be thanking this thing instead. Anyway, and now that things here are all taken care of, I have other things I should get back to.
Okay.
Ah,
there's
Director
more.
Chugunov, you're back. We just received notice that Project Stuja has been suspended, so we've convened an emergency meeting. This is the preliminary plan. In addition to expanding production capacity, we've also discussed feasible layoff plans to optimize revenue and expenditure structure.
Wait, is that Chugunov's factory?
Our calculations indicate that
Yeah.
the factory's profits will increase by at least 30%. Just give the word, Director.
That won't be necessary. Leave the energy for those who need it. Whether they use it just to get by or to run a business, that's up to them. Start preparing to halt production and lay off the staff. Make sure the workers are able to land on their feet and that they are duly compensated. Thank you all for your hard work during this time.
Really changed.
Am I hearing you right? Why? After all the tough times we made it through, now is exactly when we should start to turn a profit.
I just suddenly don't want to do this anymore. Huh. Does there have to be a reason? Iskra. It's time to rest.
Dear esteemed members of the Rokat, given the effects of Lelik's radical actions upon our organization's reputation and social stability, a decision has been made to permanently withdraw this codename from use. Considering that Lelik did what they did for the benefit of the people, the Rokat has nevertheless negotiated with the authorities, ultimately securing a waiver for all penalties due to them. Lelik will be suspended for a period of time. Depending on their future performance, they may be allowed to adopt a new codename and continue acting as part of the Rokat.
So that is no longer part of the Rokat, at least for now?
The purpose of this notice is to remind everyone once again that motives and methods are equally important when one operates in the shadows.
I still want to see who is the top head of the Rokat.
Even with Project Stuja's suspension and our interim operational victory, we must guard against complacency and rashness and work to consolidate the progress we have made so far. We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
We act only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm.
Like, they're such pretty words, but it's exactly these pretty words that really hide something huge and unpleasant. I really want to know who is there on the top of that organization.
Looks like it's finally over.
You mean for us?
Just thinking out loud, I've never seen the Snezhna Gradvecha so lively before.
I never once thought I'd come here. But I understand everything now, Rosaline.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really late. And I've been in a big hurry for more than half an hour already. And I really want to concentrate on this. And to just experience it well. And not having to worry about time. So I will finish this tomorrow, and then I'll do the event and everything. And I have to stop here for today. I'm really sorry. This quest has been absolutely amazing. Completely mind-blowing. I don't know how else to describe it. So, thank you everyone so much for watching and chatting with me and everything. And I hope to see you another time. Bye bye for now.